You can still go to the polls and vote if you have coronavirus. That's just one of the voting scenarios. Way 31's Breken Terry asked Alabama's Secretary of State today. She goes over other voting scenarios as the general election is now just days away.
This is Trinity Town Hall, and it serves as a polling location where residents come and cast their ballots on Election Day. Now, let's say that you decided to vote absentee and then changed your mind last minute and wanted to come up here and vote. Secretary of State John Merrill told me you can't do that. You have to stick with your absentee ballot. I asked Secretary of State John Merrill, what if a person plans to vote in person, misses the absentee deadline, and gets diagnosed with coronavirus? He said that person can still vote in person, but special accommodations will be made.
Well, if someone with coronavirus comes to vote, then that individual would be directed to go to another location inside the polling site, so they would not attempt to infect other people that may be susceptible to receiving the coronavirus.
When voting absentee in the state of Alabama, you can do it in person or by mail. If you mail in your absentee ballot, you must have it signed by a notary or signed and witnessed by 2 people for it to count. I asked Merrill what happens if you mail in your absentee ballot only to realize you didn't get the witnesses' signatures.
Contact the absentee election manager and see if they'll be able to work with him to rectify the situation.
So if you're wondering about your absentee ballot or realize you didn't have the witness signatures, contact the county's absentee ballot manager.
But that individual is the correct individual in all 67 counties.
Merrill said it's important to follow the rules to make your vote count if you decide to vote absentee.
Whether it's the absentee ballot application process, whether it's the absentee ballot return process, whether it's actually voting in person, you have to make sure that you follow the rules, the guidelines, and the laws that are established in the Alabama Code.
If you have an absentee ballot and want to turn it in person, you have to do that by 5 o'clock on November 2nd. That's this coming Monday. Now, if you mail it in, it has to be mailed in by noon on Election Day. Now, you can also track your absentee ballot to see if it counted. We have those links on our website at waytv.com. In Trinity, Breken Terry, Way 31 News.
Polls will be open 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. Tuesday. As long as you are in line by 7 p.m., you'll still be allowed to cast your ballot.